Hey everyone, Carl Kratz here with Century 21 Integra. I'm back with your June 2025 SC Lowcountry Market Report, and I'm joined by my partner in data, Alyssa Arguelles.
Hi everyone! We're diving into what happened in May across Hilton Head, Bluffton, and Hardeeville and see what it means if you're thinking of buying or selling this summer. And let's start by zooming in into Hilton Head Island to see how the market performed in May. Hilton Head Island overview. So let's start, which we're breaking into two categories, single family homes and condos or villas.
Well, single family homes saw strong buyer activity. New listings jumped by 15%, closed sales rose by over 20% compared to last May, and inventory also rose by 35.7% compared to last year. We're seeing more houses to choose from than we've seen in a long time.
Even with that activity, the median sale price dipped slightly to $1.15 million, but year to date, prices are still up to 11.6%, landing at 1.2 million. That shows a resilient luxury market.
Now let's talk about condos and villas. It's a different story. Listings rose by 2.8% compared to last year, but sales dropped over 14%. The median price also fell from 572,500 to 507,000. That's a dip of 11.4% year over year.
But keep in mind, condos had 32% jump in inventory, so buyers have more leverage right now, especially with more than 6 months of supply building in that segment.
In Bluffton, the market is holding steady. New listings up 13.8% over May of last year, while closings are basically flat, down just 0.9%, and prices flat at 540,000 for the month.
But the real shift? Days on the market rose 27% up to 60 days. That gives buyers a little more breathing room and shows sellers might need to sharpen pricing prep strategies.
Inventory is up 30% over last May. So if you're a buyer and you've been waiting, this is more inventory than we've seen in over a year.
Now let's head to Hardeeville, where the market told a very different story a month ago. So Hardeeville saw a sharp slowdown. New listings fell nearly 29%, and closed sales were down to 4.7% for the month, and over 2.5% year to date.
That said, the slowdown has brought more inventory to the table, 31%. Days on market, big change from 29 days to 73 days. That's a 150% increase in the time that homes are sitting on the market.
And prices reflect that. The median price dropped over 10% to $480,000 in May. Sellers here need to be realistic. Overpricing will stall traffic.
But buyers, could there be an opportunity? With more homes to choose from and sellers softening, it's a great time to negotiate.
Now let's take a look at the region-wide. Region-wide inventory is up nearly 30%, which is helping to balance out a market that's been tight for the past few years.
The median sales price across the Hilton Head Association fell slightly last May, down 1.7% to 562,500 year to date. But we're still up 3.3% for the year. So that means it's not a crash, it's just a correction.
Right. So months of inventory rose to 4.9 months up to 3.7. So that's a sign that we're slowly shifting away from the seller's market. Not quite balanced yet, but heading there.
One area gaining momentum is the $1 million plus range. Pending sales are up over 18%, and inventory is rising to match demand.
Now that we covered the numbers, let's talk about what it all means for you to whether you're buying or selling. So, Carl, what does it mean if you're buying?
Well, if you're a buyer, you finally have some options. More inventory means you don't have to rush out and do something, especially in Bluffton, Hardeeville, or the condos on Hilton Head.
And for sellers, it's still a good time to list, but expectations matter. Homes that are priced right and well staged are still selling, not just with the frenzy we saw in 2021 and 2022.
If you're thinking about selling your home this summer, let's talk about timing, price, and what prep we can do to make your home stand out over everyone else's.
Right, so that wraps up our May 2025 market for Hilton Head, Bluffton, and Hardeeville. So if you found this helpful, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for the next month's update.
And if you're buying, selling, relocating, or just exploring your options, we're here to help. Reach out anytime and don't be afraid to pick my brain. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next episode. And of course, call us.
Call us.